Hi everybody, I wanted to make a video about my currently inked fountain pens for July. As always with my currently inked, I like to look at the previous month. So let's look at June first. Let's see where we are here. So to be honest, June was a bit of a weird month for me because I burned my hand quite severely on my stovetop and I couldn't journal for 2 full weeks, and I have so many pages in here that I still need to backfill, and therefore I don't know, I just wasn't journaling a lot in June. So filling my fountain pens now for July felt super weird, and it's already like we're already quite far into July. I honestly liked pretty much all of my combinations for this month. I wasn't expecting to use Hampton Harbor Sage that much. I had it in a Jinhao 82, and as I was inking this, I kind of was just using it because it was the closest match that I had with the color scheme for June, but I actually really liked it. I used it a lot. The Kakimori Frost fountain pen is one of my favorites, and I loved that ink. It was KWZ Foggy Green, and I used it so much. I absolutely loved it. My Kaweco Sport in Bordeaux, as much as I love this fountain pen and I really like the ink, it's Kakimori Tototo, I wasn't really using this a lot. I think I just wasn't really into red this month. My narwhal, I was also not using a lot either. And again, I just think it's because I couldn't journal because of my hand injury. As I was filming my currently inked, I was talking about my Kaweco student in the 20s jazz, how much I love that fountain pen, and I don't know why I wasn't using it for that long. And now I know why. It's because the nib is a little weird on that one. I tried so many different techniques to open the tines up a little more on my nib. I think the tines are just together too tightly and there isn't enough ink flowing through. And that was especially, well, bad because I used a shimmer ink. I used Diamine Cocoa Shimmer, and Diamine inks are very shimmery. And I think the shimmer clogged the pen up even more. So whenever I was trying to write with this pen, it just wasn't a pleasant experience. And as I said, I tried many things, and at the end I just performed kind of open heart surgery on that pen, and I got it to write again, thankfully. But yeah, that was a bit of an unfortunate combination. And my Kaweco Perkeo, as much as I love that pen, I wasn't using it a lot. And again, I think it's just because I wasn't journaling a lot in June. That's definitely the Kaweco Perkeo with Warangol Anubis. That is Kakimori Tototo here. That is the Kakimori Frost with the KW set Foggy Green. I really like this ink. I think that was kind of like the main ink for June for me. And again, the Hampton Harbor Sage, I really like that blue. I liked it a lot. Here you can see how inconsistent the Kaweco student was writing with the shimmer ink. It was drying up again, then I had to press really hard on it, and I got some ink flowing again, then it was drying up again. I had to press hard, and it just kept going like this, and it was too frustrating to use, to be honest. That's when I injured my hand, and then we have many empty pages and pages where I have been backfilling a little already. Again, I love that green so much. To be frank, I was using the Kaweco Perkeo a little more than I thought I was, because that was also with the Kaweco Perkeo. So yeah, June, again, a bit of a weird month. Let's get into the pens that I have inked for July. I will take my cousin out of the cover so that I have a bit of an easier time swatching, and I will prepare everything. Be right back. Okay, I got everything prepped. Let's start with the swatching. So I always try to kind of match a fountain pen to the theme of the month. This month is a really nice blue, and I had a very hard time finding an ink that looks like that. I don't have an ink like that. The closest thing that I have in my collection, or well, it's not the closest one, but it was just the one that I felt like, is Hey Ho, Let's Ride. And it is a collaboration with Diamine and a shop called Papier and Stift. I don't think that you can buy this anywhere else. I think this is a exclusive collaboration with this shop. And I really like the ink. To be honest, it's a little similar to Celadon Cat, so if you have Celadon Cat, I don't think that you need this one as well. Let's see. Honestly, not too bad. I thought I would be way off with this one, but it's a nice blue with like a gray undertone, I want to say. And I have it in, yet again, another Jinhao. So the ink is Hey Ho, Let's Ride. Opala. And it is from Diamine and this online shop, and it's in a Jinhao 82 that I have Frankensteined together to kind of fit the theme. I would say this is a dark blue and cream color. This is what we're looking like. To be honest, I really like this combination. It kind of reminds me of my Kaweco student from last month, just that mine is brown. But it's a cream body and a brown cap on my Kaweco student. And I feel like I really like that, so I was trying to kind of do that with this color combination. I like it. I'm kind of curious to see how much I'm going to be using it, because I had a somewhat similar ink last month, like another light blue, and I used it a lot, which I didn't expect, so maybe I will also use this a lot. We shall see. So this is my first ink of the month, and I do quite like the match with the colors of the Hobonichi. I wasn't expecting to be this close, to be honest. Next up, I have a new fountain pen. I am so excited. This is the Hongdian N23 in white. This fountain pen also comes in black. It is beautiful. It is quite a heavy fountain pen, and it is so beautiful. I think it's supposed to be themed after the Year of the Rabbit, because the Chinese Year of the Rabbit, I think. To be honest, I bought it for the look and not really for the story behind it, but I really, really like it. It's a beautiful white fountain pen with silver details all over the pen, with like florals and trees, and there are a few bunnies on the fountain pen, and it's a very heavy fountain pen. So I don't think that I have any other fountain pen that is this heavy. So I'm curious to see how I'm going to like writing with it. And I also tried something new with my inks. This is Cosmic Glow from the Diamine Advent Calendar. This is an sheening ink and quite an extreme sheening ink. And to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of sheening inks. When I was unpacking the Advent Calendar, those were definitely the inks that I liked the least. I didn't really like how they were performing. I hated the smell on these. And to be honest, I've never like really inked them up and used them. So I don't know how this is going to go. So yeah, this is Cosmic Glow. To be honest, I am worried about it smudging. And I'm also worried about the smell because I remember hating the smell. So let's see how that is going to go. It's a really beautiful color. Let's just say that. It's a really nice blue, like a very dark royal blue. And it has a very intense red sheen, so the ink appears almost purple. But again, the smell, I think these smell really bad, to be honest. So this is Cosmic Glow. From the INKED 2024. And this is the Hongdian 23. The white one, because there's also a black one. And it's in an extra fine nib. I just realized that I didn't write that down. About the Jinhao, I always have my Jinhao in fine. Yeah. So this was the first time for me writing with the Hongdian. It writes nice. It writes like a true extra fine. The smell of the ink is definitely there. I just have written like a few words, as you saw. But of course the ink swatch is still drying. So the smell is definitely in the room. To be honest, I haven't really seen others talking about the smell on these. But I think it's very strong. I'm usually not that sensitive to smells. I also have a few scented inks and I like them, but this smells really chemically and quite strong. So I hope that when I'm writing with it, it's not going to bother me. It looks beautiful though. It looks honestly purple. Because of the sheen, it's a blue ink with a red sheen, so it comes across very purple. It's absolutely beautiful. I hope that it's not gonna give me a hard time, because the ink swatch in my swatch book was like smearing all over the place when I was swatching my INKED inks. So I'm really hoping that this is not going to smear all over the place and like come up on the paper. I hope it's going to perform well. First impression is good. Apart from the smell, I just hope that the smell is not going to bother me. The fountain pen is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I'm excited to see how I'm going to like writing with it this month. Up next, I have a repeat from last month. I have my Narwhal Original Plus in the Amethyst colorway. And for my ink, I have Tranquility from the purple ink vent, I think. Yeah, the purple ink vent. It's a nice chameleon shimmer ink. And I just decided to use this one again because I wasn't journaling a lot in June and I really like purple inks and I wanted to use it a little longer, and I still have so much in my fountain pen that I thought it was kind of a waste to like clean that pen out, and I really like writing with it, so I wanted to keep this combination a little longer. To be honest, I kind of forgot how intense the sheen on this ink is. It looks purple. I thought it was gonna look more blue, so now I'm just gonna have 2 purple inks for July. But that honestly doesn't really bother me because I love purple. But I just didn't really think about that, to be honest. I'm trying to like have a little more ink on the right hand side, but I need to be careful not to put too much ink down because in the past month the ink has bled through a lot through my paper because I put a little too much down. So this is my Narwhal Original Plus. And it's in fine, if I'm correct. It's honestly not saying it, but I am very positive that it's a fine. And the color is Tranquility. I can't write today, to be honest. Lots of spelling mistakes here and there. Don't look at it too closely. Again, I really love it. Tranquility is such a nice ink. I love how light it is. It's like a light purple with like, it's kind of in between a pink and a purple, and I really like that because most of my purple inks are quite dark and this one is quite a bit lighter. And also I'm quite happy that it's like lighter than the Cosmic Glow. I was kind of worried that I was gonna have 2 very similar purples for this month, but they're actually not that close in color, so I'm really happy with that. So just so you can see it here. Oh, I love it. Looks nice together. Next up I have, to be honest, I have lots of new fountain pens this month. I think I was compensating not being able to write with my hand by buying more fountain pens. Because I had to get the TWSBI Serpentine. I didn't get the matcha one, and to be honest, I'm really happy that I held off on buying that. Because when I saw the pictures, like the advertising pictures, I was like, that does not look like matcha at all. That looks like a neon green. Now I've seen videos from others where the pen looks like a really nice matcha color, but I'm still happy that I didn't purchase it and I don't feel like I want it in my collection. I, however, really wanted this one. And to be completely honest with you, I love how it writes. I love the writing experience. I'm so happy with that because I feel like I'm always repeating my TWSBI saga, but I don't know who's watching and who has watched other videos, so I feel like I kind of have to explain it almost every time I'm talking about TWSBIs. This is my 4th TWSBI Eco. I only have the like special editions. I have the rose gold and 2 of the bronze ones. And this is my 4th one. And out of the 4, only 2 are writing how I want fountain pens to write. So when I'm buying another TWSBI, I'm always like, I hope it's going to perform. And it does. I love how it writes. The only thing I'm kind of sad about is this is supposed to be like a really nice marble effect based off of the serpentine stone. And I feel like I don't really have a lot of a marble effect, which makes me kind of sad. I feel like from far away it just looks like a dark green, or yeah, like a dark olive green, almost gray, and there isn't really much of a color variation going on. I do have a bit of a swirl here, but not too much. I was watching so many unboxing videos of this fountain pen, and they all looked so amazing. And when I opened mine, I was kind of like, okay. A little disappointed, to be honest. But I love how it writes, and I still like the look of it. It's a nice fountain pen. I just wish I had a bit more of a swirl going on, because, you know, that was kind of the whole point of this fountain pen. And also a new ink that I specifically bought to go with this fountain pen. This is Canalside by Diamine, and I really like it. And the bottle is so pretty. They were celebrating 160 years of Diamine. I have no idea when that ink came out, whether it's relatively new or not. I don't know how old Diamine is, to be honest. When that ink came out, they were celebrating 160 years of Diamine, and they have a bunch of colors in that special edition, birthday edition, whatever you want to call it. And I really like this ink. It looked like such a nice green, and I absolutely love it because I don't have a dark green like that. I love green ink. Green and brown are probably my favorite colors of ink, and I only have like quite light greens and olivey tones, so I really wanted a like dark foresty green. So I really like this one, because foggy green that I was using a lot in June is more, it has like a not purple, it has like a blue, like a cool undertone, and this is like a true green, just a dark green, and I really like it. So this is my TWSBI Eco Serpentine bronze, and I got it in extra fine, and I'm really happy with that. And it's writing like a true extra fine. I'm so happy. And the ink, Canalside by Diamine. Again with the writing today. I have spelling difficulties today. And yeah, again, the bottle I love. I feel like Diamine always does such a good job with their special edition ink bottles. I love the INKED edition bottles, and I also really like this one. It's so pretty. Next up, another new fountain pen, and another Hongdian, actually. Guess this is the month of Hongdian for me. This is the Hongian A7, and it has a really beautiful wood finish. There are 3 different color variations of this pen. There's the green one, the blue one, and the red one. I almost got the blue one. The blue one looks so nice. It reminds me of the Starry Night painting. It's so pretty. If you're into Starry Night like that, like the look, check this pen out in blue. But I wanted to get it in green because I'm more of a green person and haven't regretted it. I've already been using it. I couldn't wait because I was so frustrated with my hand. I couldn't write for like a bit more than 2 weeks, and I was compensating that by buying fountain pens, I guess. And I already inked it up at the end of June, so I already love how this writes. And at first I thought I was going to ink it up with a green ink. At that time I didn't have Canalside, because that ink would have been nice, to be honest. At that time I didn't have Canalside. And again, I want to use the inks from my Inkpen calendar, because that was the whole point of getting the Inkpen for me. And I decided to lean more into the brown tones that this pen has, and I went with Salted Caramel. And I really like this ink. It's very shimmery and it's super pretty. I really like it. And it's also not too light. When I was unpacking the ink, and I was kind of worried that the brown is a little too light and it won't be legible, but it's a really nice ink. Really like it. So I have it in my Hongian A7 green. And I have it in a fine. And the ink is salted caramel. So pretty. Love the combination, and I really like this ink. It's like a golden ink. I really like the tone of brown. It's like an ochre brown with like almost like a green tone to it. You know how some gold can come across really orange or really yellow or more on the green side, and I feel like it's like a greeny golden ink. I really like it, and I think it looks really nice in this fountain pen. I love it. And I only have one more fountain pen. Again, I always try to stick to 6 fountain pens, otherwise I feel like I get overwhelmed. And it's a fountain pen that I love very much. It's my Kaweco Sport Skyline Sport Macchiato edition. I love this fountain pen. And usually I ink this with It Smells Like Coffee, just because of the theme. It's called Macchiato, and I feel like It Smells Like Coffee really goes well with this fountain pen. But I actually have a new ink, again, compensating my hand injury with buying stationery. I bought Dusted Truffle. I wanted Dusted Truffle for forever, like really long. I think I had this ink on my forever wish list for like over a year, and I finally got it because to be honest, maybe that's a bit of a controversial opinion, but I got the Forgotten Iced Coffee ink, the Esterbrook and the Coffee Monsters collaboration, and I love Helen and I love her sticker shop. But to be honest, the ink is a little too light for me to write with it. I had it in my fountain pen in another Kaweco Sport, and I had to mix a darker brown in with it because it was just way too light to be legible. And that was a little frustrating. And that's the Truffle. To be honest, I realized as I was swatching the ink at home, I realized how similar the two inks are. It's just a tad darker than Forgotten Iced Coffee, and it has shimmer in it. I can actually show you because I swatched them next to each other in my little swatch book here. Hope I can find it. Yeah. I have no idea how my camera is going to pick that up. I hope you can see it well. But this is Forgotten Iced Coffee at the top, and this is Diamine Dusted Truffle. They are quite similar. Forgotten Iced Coffee is a bit more rosy in tone, a bit more gray and rose-colored, whereas Diamine Dusted Truffle has more of a brown slash green underlying tone. They are super similar though, but Diamine Dusted Truffle is just a tad darker and therefore easier to read, I feel like, because especially in a fine, Forgotten Iced Coffee, I feel like is almost hard to read sometimes, whereas I hope I'm not gonna have problems with Dusted Truffle. We shall see. So this is my Kaweco Skyline Sport Macchiato. And I have it in a fine. And the ink is Dusted Truffle. And it's another ink vent one. I think it was a green ink vent. I think. I'm just now realizing that I only have Diamine inks this month. That was definitely not intentional. I guess I have most of my inks are from Diamine because I really like the brand and I really like how affordable the inks are. And I love how you can get lots of their inks in like smaller quantities. And it's really easy to get for me where I live. So most of my inks are Diamine. I think that goes together really nicely because of the silver clip and the like light brown of the pen. I feel like that kind of works really well with this ink. So yeah, those are all of my inks and fountain pens for this month. Hey ho, let's write. I chose to go with this month's theme. I wanted a blue that is kind of gray in tone, so this is quite perfect. Celadon Cat was just a little too green, so I am quite happy that I have Hey Ho, Let's Write in my collection because I think it's a really nice addition. Cosmic Glow, I just wanted to try out because I wasn't super excited about the extreme sheening inks, and I wanted to finally, it's July, I wanted to finally try them out because I only swatched them when I got the advent calendar and I was a little iffy, so really excited to be trying that out and also to be trying this Hongdian. It's such a pretty fountain pen. This is a repeat from last month. Now I have 2 purple inks this month, which I kind of didn't realize when I was filling my fountain pens up, but not really mad about that because I love purple. I've already written quite a bit with my TWSBI Eco Serpentine. Really like how it writes. I really like the ink as well, so I think I'll be using this a lot this month. I've also been writing quite a lot already with my Hongian A7 with salted caramel. I really like this ink and I really like the fountain pen. The wood feels so nice in the hand. It's like, I don't know, there's a certain warmth to wood, I feel like. It feels really nice. It's quite a short fountain pen, which it doesn't look that short. It looks like quite a normal size. We compare it to like a TWSBI, but I feel like the cap is just quite long, and the pen itself is relatively short for a big fountain pen, but I don't like to post it because of the wood. I feel like over time the cap would kind of make indentations on the wood, and I don't really like that. But I do have quite small hands, so for me the fountain pen has a perfect size. I really like the grip section. I really like how it feels in my hand, and I absolutely love the look of this fountain pen. And I'm kind of itching to get it in blue as well because it looks so beautiful in blue. And I feel like you can ink it with so many different inks because it has so many color variations. You could go orange, you could go brown, you could go a light green, a dark green, almost like a green with blue hints as well. So lots of possibilities, and I really like this fountain pen. And I'm excited to see how I'm gonna like dust the Truffle. It is relatively light, but I feel like it's a lot more legible than Forgotten Iced Coffee. I'm not saying that I don't like Forgotten Iced Coffee, but I just feel like in a really fine fountain pen, it's just not super legible sometimes. So I have actually diluted mine a little with another brown so that it's a little more legible. So I'm excited to see how I'm gonna like dust the Truffle. I have 3 shimmer inks this month, 3 normal inks. Yeah, I'm excited, and I'm so happy to finally be back in with my cousin. Again, I wasn't able to write, and I still have to catch up on my cousin. I think I have like around 10-ish pages I still need to fill. but I've already backfilled quite a lot, so I'm starting to kind of be on top of it again, which makes me really happy because I was stressed out for a minute there. I was texting with somebody on TikTok and she was like, oh, I love backfilling. And I was like, honestly, I don't. Backfilling is stressing me out a lot because it's quite time. It takes a lot of time. It's quite a time intensive task to be backfilling so many pages. So I'm just gonna use, I think, many bigger stickers as I was already doing here. And I hope with the right journaling prompts, I'm going to get this filled out ASAP. See what I mean about using lots of stickers? Like if you stick in many things, you don't really have that much space to fill anymore. So that's quite good. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment in my journal. I hope you enjoyed me rambling a lot today. I hope I wasn't too annoying to listen to. And I still have to film my flip through for May and my flip through for June. But I think my flip through of June is not gonna come for like a while because I still have so much to backfill in June. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you have inked this month. Maybe we are matching inks. For some reason, I would love to hear if we are. And if we're not, please tell me what you have inked this month and what you think of these combinations, whether you like them or not. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.